What's up, guys? It's Max, and we have some Alliance War footage. What? Yeah, that's right. We're gonna be taking Path 9 with Node 9 to start with, and then as well as Node 18. So these are gonna be my first two fights, and keep in mind, please, if you can, that I have not done this in possibly over a year and a half, meaning kind of like actually taken footage, recorded my fights, or just Alliance War, really taking it serious. I've participated, of course, Relax participates in Alliance War, but I don't know, I had a little fun, I gotta say, recording this. So hopefully you guys enjoy my scrubs, especially for someone that doesn't play or take it competitive when it comes to Alliance Wars, guys. So let's jump right into the first fight. Alright, guys, so being that this is my first fight that I actually talk over, I don't know how to do this. So we're gonna just, if I remember correctly, what I was trying to do is basically I bring in Red Hulk here all the time whenever I'm taking Path 9. That's kind of like my go-to champion. I don't know, again, like I said, do you have a different champion you prefer? For the most part, I end up seeing Voids here a lot just because it's the damage that it can do to you. Now I bring in Hulk, and at this moment with this fight I actually took off my suicides just because I wanted to conserve the health. I didn't want to use health pots. Figured it would be easier for me just to take off suicides compared to adding 3 to 4 additional health pots to top my Hulk off. But that is fight 1 done, and the only thing I was working around was the 10 hit combo, of course, the reset. So here we go. One thing I did make a mistake here, I actually want to point it out, is this right here. 12 mastery points not used, and I'm actually going into the fight, as you're gonna see here right now. So right into the fight do we go with not full suicides. Now of course I took suicides off, like I said, because of the void fight. I just felt that was the smarter play, and typically I will share this, and whenever I used to go into fights I would envision the fight and kind of play it out in my head before actually going into it, whether it was 2 fights that I was doing back to back, and just kind of, you know, I did these fights many times, so I knew what to expect. I knew how the champions would react, and I just kind of played it out in my head and went into the fight and did it, you know. But when I went into this fight, I honestly didn't know how the champion was going to react. I think overall this was probably my first time fighting this champion here. Mysterio, didn't realize they would put him here at all. One of the things I wanted to work with and was my game plan was to get myself to special 3, because I noticed I wasn't doing damage. I was going to start launching specials 1 and 2, but then realized, you know, that I wasn't doing damage. I know his special 3 just melts for the most part, does a lot of damage, so which it did. That's a good chunk of damage that was coming out of him right there. I also was careful, because then after launching the special 3 I was like, okay, this is the way to go. It's just special 3s, and I have over 3 minutes still left in the fight. I can do it, I can get it done. Now one thing was to be careful is after he did a special 1 was not to touch him, not to hit him. Of course that also was playing a toll on the clock. Added a little pressure. I remember feeling a little bit pressured on the clock, thinking like, is this guy gonna go down? But by this time, 3 minutes left, he's got very little health, and I was feeling confident for sure. So I was almost ready to launch different specials. So we're 70 hits in, he's down pretty much. I just got to be careful not to get hit, and here's another special 3. Figured this should definitely bring him down close enough to the KO. I believe that's what, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. And there, waited out one more special 1. Of course, can't touch him. I could have actually just gone in. Looking at it now, looking at the footage, I could have just gone in for the KO, because look how many hits does it take? 2, 3, 4 hits, not even a 5-hit combo to bring him down. So first 2 fights of this Alliance War are done. What do you think, guys? You can go ahead, leave it in the comments as you're watching this footage to see. Now, I can't get into the next fight. Ronan's in there doing it, taking that guy down, but we're gonna jump into the third fight. Alright guys, so this is where things get a little interesting. So looking back at the footage, I know where I made my mistake. Tell me if you can catch my mistake. I mean, it's gonna be it's gonna be like daylight. Did you catch it? It was just right there. I stunned him. I parried him. Why would I parry him? I think I slipped, honestly. It was supposed to be a block hit instead of a parry, but that threw me off. That completely threw me off. I knew I still had the fight under control, especially there. I had the fight under control. Why did I launch a special 2?
No! God, please, no! No! No!
It was supposed to be a special 3. Regardless, special 3 does not get launched. But guess who launches their special 3? Not me. Apocalypse. Smashes me like a little roach right there, and that is it. Doom is dead. So that is the last that we see of Doom actually in this alliance war. So I immediately go back into the fight, a little pissed at the fact that I completely screwed it up with Dr. Doom. So here we go, Red Hulk. Let's get this guy down. Look at the difference. I don't think it's a perfect fight. I'm not trying to go out and do perfect fights, guys. Like, as you know, this is like me trying to get back into the groove of Alliance Wars. So not trying to perfect the fights. I'm just really just recording, again, point out my mistakes, please, because at this moment I felt good. The fight felt good. It looks like, you know, he's just melting away. I did miss a hit there, but like, I know that I just blocked the hits, you know, for the most part. It's I think an easy fight that you should be under control, but here he goes. He's down just like that. One thing I want to point out here though is I go immediately into the fight with Human Torch against Dragon Man, still keeping my suicides on. Come on, Max, what are you doing? I realize I have him on and I flip, I trip out. I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I suicides on? You know, Human Torch, like, you know, with suicides for me, it's not ideal. And guess what? I freak out and I just mess up. Look what happens. I go into a special one knowing that it's not over, but guess what? Human Torch, guys, is OP. Most of you guys are probably thinking like, dude, all pro players, all Alliance War pro players out there laughing at Max, laughing at this footage, like, come on, bro. So this one here is my final fight. I didn't think I was going to be taking this one. In the line chat, one of the officers says, hey, we got 3 mini bosses up. Go at it. So this is node 49, right in the middle. I said, all right, I got Hulk. My Red Hulk still has a lot of health. Why not? Let's do it. So I fought Thing many times. I kind of know the idea of how to fight him. You know, I played around his rock charges and, you know, made sure he was always at a special. For the most part, I had it under control. It is kind of a long fight, but I knew I was going to be doing damage. I do launch a couple of specials, but as this fight plays out, I want to say, guys, what do you think? Again, this being my first, I don't think, I have to look over my channel, but I don't think I've ever actually put a AW footage fight up of me actually doing it. So what are your thoughts? What do you think? What do you think of the commentating? Like, I don't know how these are done for the most part. I usually watch them. I know people commentate over their footage of what they're doing, kind of walk you through the process. But honestly, guys, for the most part, I just go in there and fight, you know, no strategy to it. I'm sure that's what's missing, and some maybe that's kind of the the fact that I'm not having fun with them. I just go in there, do the fight, and next thing you know, I'm dead. You know, so what do you think? Should I be doing these more often, all the time? Maybe next season, try to participate in all the alliance wars possible. Scheduling does get conflicted and a little bit harder for me, but guys, let me know, leave it in the comments. I will be shutting myself off here, just let the fight itself play out. But hopefully you guys enjoy. Drop a like if you can, and leave your comments in there, because I'll be reading for sure every single comment inside this video. Again guys, subscribe if you're new, like the video. I'll see you guys in the next video.